is in effect until 30. Hail up to the size of 3/4 of which edge of the line. And what we'll see is this coming together and form into a single line. So as we stand right now, we've got you to take your tornado safety precautions. I need you downstairs. I need you underneath something in the center part. We're at 37 knots. So we've got about 100-mile-an-hour rotation. That said, gate-to-gate shear. So this is still a little bit diffuse, but I feel like this is a fully justified tornado warning. You're looking this on, and one of the things we look at is, so that is, you're looking at that, you kind of look in between there to see if we have any debris signature. Is that something that but I still feel like justified tornado warning.
Yeah, I agree. Justified couplet, though, as Mark mentioned, it's kind of a loose couplet. I said tight and then loose again. We've seen tighter couplets this evening. We've also seen broader rotation. So this is kind of in between the other rotation couplets we've seen. We've told you we see strong signatures, as strong as the other ones we've seen this evening. Debris this early on in the life cycle of this particular storm cell. The other part of that is we're just not seeing debris. Pink. It's called correlation coefficient. It's how we look to see if there's something up in the air that is different than the raindrops, than the cloud, etc. So I'm not seeing that at this moment. A tight rotation couplet. In fact, from my brighter, reds are brighter. It looks like that rotation couplet might be at least not weak.
You know, it's coming down Indiana 56 right now, and you can see Hannah's kind of problem. Is basically everything is spinning. So you have this one area rotation that's about a half mile of Indiana 56, and then you have this second area of rotation that's slightly south. And in this, virtually everything is spinning within the storms. Continue to watch very, very closely. We have this per radar that we don't necessarily have a guarantee of a tornado on the ground, but you can see that they are dealing with the same dilemma I just alluded to, and that is that basically everything is spinning. So now what we have had is a second tornado warning that has been issued for them. So you have two areas where you could be seeing a tornado, and really along this line, Hannah, this is one of those that you run into somewhat of a dilemma in that you're putting out these tiny little tornado warnings, but really I would encourage everybody along this line to take this seriously, and the fact that it could indeed produce tornadoes. They will have very close areas that have potential tornado warning. So look at that northern storm, which just got a new tornado warning on it. You can see it is clearly a supercell in that you have the body of the thunderstorm here. You have what we refer to as an inflow notch that's right here, and then you have the hook on that storm. And so this is a complicated scenario. My opinion is, if you live in Washington County, look, eastern or central part of the county, I need you to take your tornado safety precautions, because literally almost everything along that is within the line, there's no question, is right now within the Washington County area. So let's go through that line, and what we're going to do is track each individual one. I want to start with our northern storm first, and then we will move our way. This is what we have in a wide perspective, and then as we go along that line, as we move through, you can these are the two storms that were most in 22 minutes. Hannah, what are you seeing?
That southernmost storm has now got a significant
location immediately. Let me say that again. Salem, there is a tornado that is about to hit you. There is a tornado that is about to hit Salem. To get into your safe location immediately. There is debris signature moving into Salem. You can see on the right there where we have that hole in that pink there. Hannah, when it comes to tornadoes confirmed, this is about a 95% probability of a tornado. So there is a tornado moving into Salem, Indiana now.
And it's interesting, we talk about, you know, we see this whole field of pink and these colors, the bright green, the blues. It's that signature large this evening. Yeah. So I think at this point it's a pretty safe bet that there is a tornado on the ground here causing actual damage headed for Salem right now.
And what I'm going to do is go back over to Storm View HD real quick. Hannah, you to measure across that debris field. I'm going to get an estimate of maybe how large that tornado is. By my sense, debris signature may be in the neighborhood of around 1/4 mile across. It doesn't mean the tornado's that large, but the debris signature is significant. I mean, there is no question that there is virtually a guarantee that we are indeed seeing a touchdown in Salem. So we have 2 areas of rotation right now. The first area is near Plattsville, Indiana, moving towards Gibson. Take your tornado safety precautions in Gibson, and I need you in your tornado safe location immediately if you live in Salem. If you're in Salem, there is indeed a tornado likely touching down and doing damage. This area where we have these yellows and these out inside of the red is a tornado signature. What happened is the debris is being lofted by the actual tornado, and we are seeing that within our radar. I'm going to come back over to Storm View 3D, and Hannah, let's rock between the actual likely tornado touchdown and prior. So I want to show you what's occurring and why. This side is going to be our rotation. This side, it's what's falling. That means rotation, it is directly on top of where we have the core. Got to take your tornado safety precaution immediately. This is not one of those scenarios where you're like, this is that has done damage in the county. However, along Indiana 135 in the northern part of the county.
That subboat is absorbing some of the energy there.
And are we still continuing to see that debris? A tornado could be hitting right now. I feel very confident that just west of Salem we have 20 to 20 rotation. We're going to watch. We've got this is what it looked like just west of Salem.
You knew that there was a tornado causing damage based on this scan.
And this Crawford County. You need to be thinking at the bottom of the app. You could still indeed see another quick tornado warning. I would be at home, probably asleep right to watch this very closely from a tornado warning standpoint. We continue with tornado warnings remaining in effect here for watching 2 individual tornadoes closely. But when we go with a warning, what we want to give you.
That becomes much more waiting for the next scan, which will just come in a matter of minutes.